Hello and welcome to Westcountry Wanderings. Welcome to one of my railway discoveries of Gloucestershire series. And also today it's a collab because I have Darren with me from Somerset Man walking here. Beautiful morning.
It is a stunning morning, Paul, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Isn't it yeah, that sun is bright. That
It
sun
really
is bright.
is. Yeah, we've got the sun because you need the sun on. Yeah, otherwise we'll be in flare and all that stuff. So the sun's shining in her eyes at the moment. It's really, really, really bright. Yeah, so that's why we're possibly blinking. We just watched a boat come through Lydney Harbour, which is great because you don't see that many boats go through it, and they're just because it's high tide on the Severn.
Yeah.
They've just gone through the lock.
He was happy, wasn't he?
He was.
He
very
was singing,
happy.
"Oh, what a beautiful morning," as he sailed out. It was great. I captured it. It'll be on one of my other videos. Yeah. So I'm here with Paul. And well, there's a bit of a mystery tour today for me. Paul. It normally is when I'm with Paul.
Well, I've not been to what we're going to hopefully find this morning, all being well. It's to do with the Severn Bridge Railway. Now, a couple of weekends ago, I did a collab with some other YouTubers on the other side of River Severn at Sharpness. And we walked up the Gloucester Sharpness Canal and found where the railway went across the canal and then also across the River Severn. Now, when it gets to the other side here, it then went over what is known as the South Wales line, the line from Gloucester to Newport, with some arches. There was a station there, and then it went in a tunnel and ran parallel to the main line before joining it at Lydney Junction, which is now part of the Dean Forest Railway. So what we're trying to look for is any remains of those arches, the site of the station, and the tunnel that was once on this.
I do like a tunnel,
yeah.
Paul. Yeah, I do like a tunnel.
Yeah, I'm led to believe by a couple of people that I know that it is accessible. How true that is?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. There's not that many videos on it, but there has been a couple.
Few, yeah.
Albeit they were a little while back, but I don't see any reason why we should be okay.
Should be okay.
I don't think it's going to be as sort of traumatic as what was the one we did, Mirror Stop.
Oh God, yeah. And it was like going to the jungle.
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
A bit overgrown. So
no, I'm looking forward to that, Paul.
We'll see how we go. Now, the interesting thing, I don't know if you know about this, is that there was going to be, because when the bridge opened in 1879, shortly afterwards they opened the Severn Tunnel, which is obviously the railway connection between Severn Beach, near Severn Beach, to the other side in Wales, Portskewitt, I think. So it kind of meant that this bridge wasn't used that much. It wasn't the major link, although it used a diversionary line. But the interesting thing is, before they built the bridge and the tunnel there, which we're all familiar with by hopping on a train now to get to Cardiff, literally taking a few minutes, there were plans to build an earlier tunnel underneath the River Severn. Did you?
Yeah.
It's a weird one, isn't it? 1810.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll be able to explain the problems that they had with the bridge, won't we?
Yeah.
When we get up there.
Yeah.
But that's not a nice story, really.
No,
but it's history. It's part of history, needs to be told. But very sad story. But no, I'm looking forward to this, Paul.
Yeah. We're gonna go in one of we're parked here. We'll probably get a coffee later when we finish. But we're gonna go around to Purton now. It is a bit confusing because there's a Purton on the east side of the River Severn and a Purton on the west side of the River Severn, but they're essentially one village because they were at one time linked by a ferry. So they were one community on both sides of the River Severn. So Purton. So we're Purton West, near a place called Etlow. I have filmed there before because there is an amazing viaduct which was part of an earlier scheme again to build another bridge over the River Severn, which didn't come to anything. I'll link to that video at the end of this video, but we'll start there and then we'll have a look for the remains of this curving line round and going into the tunnel before it got to Lydney Junction. Yeah.
So right then.
Let's crack on.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Cheers.
See you soon,
Thanks,
guys.
Darren. Cheers.
So I'm here with Paul. I'm trying out a new microphone setting, by the way. So we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed because I found that when I've been doing collabs, if Paul's speaking, my mic doesn't pick him up. And I think this will, Paul. So do you mind just saying?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we're just parked in a little village back there, and we're just on our way down in search of basically the viaduct and the tunnel, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah. Just looking for that. Yeah.
So yeah, like Paul was explaining earlier, it's the Severn Bridge Railway, wasn't it?
It was. Yes, it was actually a part of it's a Midland Railway had an offshoot off the Bristol-Birmingham line to serve Sharpness.
Yeah.
And then there was another railway company which was part Tramways, and it started off from Lydney to Park End, and then that was turned into a railway, part of what was known as the Severn Y, and then the whole lot was taken over by both the GWR and the LMS, Midland Railway, later the LMS. And they wanted to connect Sharpness docks to the Forest of Dean because of all the minerals, the coal, and all the other minerals coming out of it, so they could take it on to other places up the Midlands and down towards Bristol and beyond. So yeah, they had a amazing bridge built.
Yeah, it was quite an amazing
How many
bridge,
arches?
isn't it?
They were bowstring
Yeah.
spans, weren't there? Was it
Yeah.
16? I can't remember.
It was a stunning structure, wasn't it?
It was, absolutely.
And there was we'll explain a little bit more later, but there was a serious accident
Yes.
involving a couple of, well, basically petrol tankers in thick fog.
One foggy night.
But it's sort of,
in October. Yeah.
yeah, they sort of collided and they were pushed against the tide, side on, and went into the one of the stanchions of the bridge pool, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes.
5 men sadly lost. So
Yeah, that's right.
a very tragic end to that bridge. And we're just basically just going to have a look at what remains on this side, and then also, like Paul was mentioning earlier, about the tunnel that when a train came over crossing that bridge, it went straight into a tunnel pretty much, didn't it, Paul?
It did, yeah. So there was a station called Severn Bridge Station. It also went under another name called Severn Bridge for Blakeney.
Yeah.
But it served Purton, because it's quite a way. Blakeney had its own station. That's a separate story.
A bit tricky here,
itself.
Paul.
It is a bit yeah, this bit of the road is closed. It's all broken up here because the water just...
At least we're not going to meet any traffic.
No. Now, before we look at that, though, we've got something else coming up here, which is amazing. Because up in the road here, it says
Ow.
15 foot, is it?
Yeah.
15 feet, I think it's
15, there we go, it's 15.
And
Yeah,
it's a
15
bridge,
feet.
except it's not a bridge. It's actually to do with another railway, an earlier plan to build a bridge across the River Severn, which never made it. And it was actually a coach tramway, that's what it was known as. So it was known as the Purton Coach Tramway. So it went off into the forest that way. And I actually walked it for about 3 miles that way. You can follow it through the fields where they cut it out through cuttings and embankments. And this is the only surviving major structure of it, which is over this really narrow lane here.
Very narrow lane.
Purton.
So we'll spin you round and show you the bridge, guys. 15 foot. Here we have a little railway bridge here. It's quite amazing, guys. You would not expect to see this in the middle of nowhere. We're going to carry on down that way. Paul is just up there doing his bit to camera. But we're going to go on down now and try and find parts of the remains of this bridge, or what's left of it. Yeah, so Paul was just explaining. I didn't realise there was 3 arches.
Yeah.
3, maybe 4. No. Yeah, he was just explaining that this was actually built in 1820. So this is well over 200 years old now. And it was never used. It was built as a sort of horse-drawn tramway. They were going to build a bridge over the River Severn. That didn't happen. So this was basically abandoned. But it's testament to how it's been built purely because it's well over 200 years old. Fascinating. So that is a railway bridge, and that's the main line there, guys. And this is a little inlet next to the Severn estuary, which is fast flowing out by the looks of things. Ooh, that's loud, Paul.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, so that line of trees there running along here, Paul tells me that's our railway, and I can see a hill there, so I'm guessing that's why there would have to be a tunnel. We've got more cows coming down, Paul, from the top there.
Yeah, we better.
We've got this bridge here, and I'm guessing because the hill here, after that bridge, in a little while longer there will be a railway tunnel, guys. And through here we've got the River Severn. The problem is this is where the cows are going. So we've got a... Yeah, I think that's right, Paul. This amazing bridge, stone and brick bridge. Just for farmers' access. But we think we are got to go up here because we need to get up on the track bed somehow.
I think they're going down there. Well, I hope they are. So we just spotted you've got rails and sleepers still up there on what remains of the Severn Bridge Railway. Good morning, ladies.
Happy milking. Quite amazing. The bridge is still being used for the right reasons, Paul.
Yes. Cows to go underneath it.
Cows go underneath it.
Which would have been its original purpose.
Yeah, oh no, we're spooking them.
Occupation. You're okay.
You're okay, darlings.
We're on the other side of the barrier.
Say what, guys. I know this is a railway related video, but the views are just fantastic. Looking across the Sharpness docks there. Quite incredible. I'm doing ninja walking, Martin Pope style. And there's Paul precariously.
Yeah, it's quite a narrow bit there. You haven't got much.
Precariously tree hopping. Sorry, gate hopping.
Did you want me to hold that?
You're all right, Paul. I'll get under there, yeah. Be all right. Thank you. Paul, you know what I've gone and done? I've got shorts on, mate, and
No.
Look at it.
Nettles.
Help. Right, so we are now officially on the old railway track bed. And the railway basically has just come off of an embankment, which is why that bridge where the cows were going under was there, like an occupation VIP bridge. And this is getting very overgrown. I could just keep moaning, I have got shorts on, and it's not getting any better. But we are now starting to get into a cutting, so our tunnel should be coming up fairly soon, I would imagine. Yeah, we're starting to get into this deep cutting now, Paul. Unless eyes are deceiving me, I can already see the portal of the tunnel. There's Paul in his camouflage. We're both the same colour today.
Yes.
We're matching. It wasn't planned. Yeah, I can't wait to get down this tunnel. Paul just mentioned it's getting very humid. And I'm getting very stung. But when we get to this tunnel, as we all know, the fresh air that comes through, blows up through these tunnels is quite amazing. Pretty sure that is a tunnel portal up ahead. I'm pretty sure Ron from Parkinson's Walks, who's also done a video on this, will be sympathising with me. Well, probably not, because he did mention that perhaps I should invest. It's getting quite boggy here, Paul.
It is.
Yeah, perhaps I should invest in some zip-offs, I think you call them. So, and it would have been a very good idea, for definite.
Now we're just looking at these enormous masonry slabs here. We think potentially they could have come from the arches which carried this embankment well, which is a bit further towards the River Severn, over the land, and before it arrived at Severn Bridge Railway Station and crossed over the main line between Gloucester and Newport. But they're absolutely huge, really enormous.
It's quite incredible. I was just saying it. Picked the wrong time to start this clip, but I'll persevere, guys. Just saying how humid it was getting, and we're about 40 meters away from this tunnel, and you can feel the air. Absolutely amazing. And it's quite nice because it's freshening us up, you know. Tunnel portal.
Oh, wow.
This is incredible. Tunnel portal. Full of your normal tyres that you'd expect to find. Always tyres. Wow, look at this structure. That is incredible. Again, stone and brick roof. Wow, look at that keystone. No date on it though, Paul.
No. Sometimes they weren't dated.
You can see the other end. I'm not too sure exactly how far this one is.
It is.
But we can see light at the end of the tunnel, Paul. Unlike Mirrorstock. Yeah, so it's 508 yards, whatever yards convert into feet and inches or meters. I've no clue. But yeah, for those of you that use old money, 508 yards.
Can I get mine?
It's quite an incredible tunnel, Paul, isn't it? Do you know what? Is it double track?
It's built for double track.
It's built for double track, but only one track.
Yeah, because they had a passing loop at the station there.
Yeah.
So they built it for double track, but
Only used it for single.
I think.
Because it's plenty wide enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot wider than, like you say, mirror stock,
Look
etc.
at this edging here.
It's incredible, isn't it? The detail, Paul. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a nail there. I think there was a plaque. That was with the plaque saying Severn Bridge Tunnel.
Yeah.
508 yards, and of course somebody's
Removed it. Probably hung up in somebody's shed.
sold on eBay for a fortune.
That's it. Sold on eBay for a fortune, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, it's worth a trek out here to find this. That is brilliant. You don't think it was long enough for an air shaft, Paul?
No, I don't think so.
So my camera, I forgot my torch, but Paul's got a light here. I could put it on low light, but you'll get the general idea. There's a refuge just there.
Hang on, I'm just going to bring it, just fiddling with the camera. Hang on a sec, I'm going to bring it right now. I need it surrounded in another pair of hands.
Yeah, so your refuge there would have been,
There it is.
for anybody on the line, a passing train coming through, would dive in there for their refuge.
That's in good condition, isn't it?
Very good condition, isn't it? I mean, the whole thing is just, it is in really good nick. What sort of age would this be, Paul?
Well, 1879 was
1879, wow.
built like a year or two before.
I'll tell you what, it never ceases to amaze me.
Train 1960.
1960, the last train that came through, and it never ceases to amaze me. Just the engineering and the quality, isn't it? You know? It is quite incredible. Quite incredible. Yeah, refuges both sides.
But yes, you've got limestone keystone here and red brick behind it. Underlip is okay.
So Paul was just saying, you think the tracks were removed 1965?
Yeah, because they kept it open. It was mothballed. But one of the interesting things was they used to be a school train. I can't remember if it was children or Sharpness who went to school to Lidley or vice versa. Of course, after those two barges hit and they caught fire,
Yeah.
they couldn't use the bridge. So then the children had to go all the way round Gloucester. So they had a school trip of over 40 miles.
Right.
That lasted for a while, and they thought they could repair the bridge, and then they said, no, it's too expensive because it's done a hell of a lot of damage. And
Yeah.
They decided to close it in 1964 and then rip the tracks up in 65.
Look at this, how this is sort of,
Yeah, the grooving on
yeah,
it.
grooving on it. I wonder why that is.
That's nothing to do with the road, is
So I am on,
it? Rolling.
yeah, I am on low light now, guys, but I don't think it's helping too much. Well, Paul's got his light, so he's just being very wary of where we're putting our feet.
Could do with two lights, really.
Yeah, I forgot mine. Well, I think I left my torch somewhere. So this refuge here, guys, is in a bit of a poor state. See the stone in behind there, and then a gap up there with some timber in there.
Oh, yeah, there's timber behind.
That has seen better days, for sure. We're just coming back out now, the other end. It's a bit muddy this end.
Yeah.
Very muddy.
Now, I was
Here we are.
twice not to try and attempt to get to the port of this end. It's very overgrown.
There's your line carrying on down through there.
It is really quite impenetrable from that side, so I think we definitely came into it the right way.
Here we go. AD 1878.
Yeah, so that's
On
it,
the,
before it opened.
Keystone there. So that's nice to see. And we were just saying it's a lot longer than we thought it would be. It felt quite a long time walking through there.
It did. It looks a lot shorter when you think, oh, there's the light.
Yeah.
Just there. So Darren's just pointed out Keystone, which is 1878. So it was completed just a year before the bridge opened up to Sharpness. Great. That's wonderful to see.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of repairs in there, Paul, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Of various degrees of workmanship, as in bits of wood just nailed into the stone, literally, or into the brick. It's very wet this end as well. We just had to wade through a bit of a boggy section. We get around the outside of it. And again, they've got this detail on the, look at the quality of this stonework though. Wow. That is quite something, guys. Just looking at this bit of engineering here right next to the tunnel. Channel running down there to take the water away. Stop the bank collapsing down into that culvert just there. And our tunnel just there, guys.
So I'll know what it means.
Put your IS back on.
Yeah,
That's technical. Paul's being technical. Paul's going to demonstrate something here. He's going to walk through the tunnel waving his light around. Now it looks a bit strange, but the results are quite amazing. And off goes Paul. It's a very funny technique, but it does work quite amazingly. He looks like he's signalling for the train to come through, doesn't he? He's on his way back now. Did you manage to warn the train that we're here, Paul, by doing that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Warn. Stop, stop.
There we go.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm sure Paul will let me share that with
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. I'll send it to you. Yeah.
It's great stuff. Love it. Just come out of the tunnel now and finished our little explore, which was really enjoyable. I'm just looking down through this little valley across the River Severn. Just in front we've got the cows that they'd been moved to pastures new. They were the ones that were just coming across the, coming under that railway bridge there. But this is just idyllic, guys. This is why I love doing it. It's idyllic. Being harassed by these cows again, bless them.
There's some jerseys in there.
Yeah, some jerseys, Guernseys, a mixture of all sorts,
it's a
isn't
right
it?
mixture.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Yeah. Get on then. Bless them. There's always one inquisitive one. You want to be on YouTube?
Yeah, when you said they were going to be behind us, I was like, oh.
They're right, we're right behind us.
You
But
weren't wrong.
bless them. Yeah, you're all famous now.
Now walking on the lane back to Etlow where we've parked our car up, and then we'll go back round to Lidney. Closing up, might grab a coffee there. Yeah, so I was about to tell Darren, you may have heard this before, watching this channel, but I'm not sure. But it's a story to do with Henry Cooper and the Severn Bridge Railway. You're probably thinking that's a bit of a strange connection. What we haven't said is what happened. So obviously this railway, it was lightly used because obviously once the tunnel opened, that was used more than the bridge across here. So it was lightly used, but it was still an important local connection. And of course we've got these two oil tankers, haven't we?
Yeah.
Hog. So it's October 1960. The Wasdale H and the Arkandale H. Do you know what H stands for? I've no idea.
I've no idea.
Yeah, but the H, I'm sure if you know about boating and shipping, you'll know what the H stands for, but I don't. But anyway, so they are heading on the river, and of course you've got these piers where you've got these bowstrings on the Severn Bridge, and that day you had workmen on the Severn Bridge maintaining it. They were actually doing some work on it. I'm not sure if they were doing welding, and they were supposed to be working on into the night. And yeah, there was a boxing match on. Henry Cooper, I don't know who he was playing, but he was on. And in the signal box, with, you know that bit, the swing bridge?
Yeah.
Someone had a radio there. So this is probably plugged into the mains type of radio. And they thought, right, what we'll do, we'll have an extended break. We'll all go down there, grab some drinks, listen to the boxing match on the radio. And they all did.
How lucky was that?
And if they hadn't done that, they probably all would have been
Killed.
with the inferno.
Yeah, it's a hell of an explosion, Paul, wasn't it?
It
What
was.
a story that is. So Henry Cooper saved a lot of lives.
Yeah, incident.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, he did.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's an incredible story to think that a mere boxing match on the
But what a
radio,
terrible accident.
it
I
was
mean,
horrendous. So it was 5 killed. I'm not sure if it was like 2 on one and 3 on the other. I'm not certain, but there was 5 killed in total, unfortunately. And it then, as it collided, it burst into flames.
Yeah.
And there was so much damage that they thought that they could repair it. In fact, it was just suspended temporarily, and then of course temporarily eventually became permanent until the bridge was officially closed several years later, and then they started demolishing it after 1965.
if I'm
It took
right
them
in
several years.
saying as well,
So-
Paul, did they not? They blew some holes in the bottom of the boats, didn't they? To sort of sink them,
sink them?
because so they didn't drift about and cause even more damage.
Exactly that, they did that, yeah. In fact, you can see them, we saw them when we did the
Yeah,
collab.
when the tide's out,
When
can't
the
you?
tide's out, you can
Yeah.
see part of them there. There's been YouTubers that put
Yeah, I'm
drones
a
up.
bit gutted. I would have liked to have been on that one, but yeah,
Yeah, just the way things
just the way
work out.
things are. Sorry, it's a bit
Yeah,
dark, guys. the camera.
Henry Cooper, eh? Yes.
Yeah, Henry Cooper saved a lot of lives.
We're going to carry on walking along here, a little bit more of a chat with Darren, and yeah, catch up with him.
Head
in a
for a
bit.
coffee maybe back to Lidley.
Definitely, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Like not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world.
I don't know whether to go back. Right.
Well, Paul,
Yes.
that was all right, wasn't it?
End of another Explorer.
Another
in the
Explorer.
Forest of Dean.
Our
Yeah.
6th collab, that is.
Is it the sixth one?
6th one.
Yep.
It's getting a bit of a habit, this.
We're actually looking at right across the River Severn.
Fantastic view.
Beautiful view.
that was a view that I just filmed before we were doing this clip.
Mm.
But yeah, no, that was that was good. That tunnel, brilliant.
Thank you for that.
I didn't realise the when we got to that bridge, it was that was the viaduct that you were talking about.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can't remember if I filmed it, so if I haven't and you haven't seen it, I thought it was a bridge. But no, that was fantastic. And we had the cows for company.
We did have both ways.
Both ways.
Yeah, and you said
when we
there's
come
cows behind us, and I'm like, oh my.
when we come back, he was like right behind us, like running. Yeah,
were.
but they were good as gold,
They
and we were on their
were
patch,
fine.
so
Yeah, no, they were absolutely.
they were
fine.
great, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they were.
But
yeah.
no, the
Both enjoyed that. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
what
that
you
tunnel.
said, Ron from Parkinson's Walks, he's filmed.
yeah, I'm
it.
pretty sure he filmed that tunnel definitely, and also what's left of the railway bridge
Right.
on this side, like
See
you
if I
said,
can
you
find
did.
that and link it
Yeah,
in the description of today's video.
because you did
So,
you did the other side, didn't you, the other
yeah,
week?
a couple of weeks ago we did a collab over there.
But yeah,
we saw
no,
it
I've-
going over the canal. Yeah.
Most enjoyable on a beautiful day, and it is very busy here at Lydney Harbour, isn't it?
When we came, we met up here back just before 7:30 this morning, and there was no one here.
No.
And now we come back, we couldn't find anywhere to
You couldn't
park
park, could you?
No, had to park further down.
Paul kindly let me hop in his car to go on the start of the walk,
And I
and
tried
I
to get
left
a
my
coffee.
car here.
Yeah, I tried to get a coffee.
Couldn't get a coffee, could you?
No, I waited what, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The queue never even moved
No,
forward once.
they're
But,
busy. They are busy.
Yeah, absolutely stacked house.
But-
But it doesn't matter. We've got water and drinks with us.
The River Severn is flat calm at the moment. The tide's gone out.
What have you been up to on your channel then, Darren? What have you done recently?
Oh, you caught me on the hop there. I've done very recently, so the last couple of videos I've done was another update on Burnback Pier.
Right.
You know I'm into me Burnback Pier.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to see the updates on in Western
Yeah, I've done
Supermarathon
quite a few
Somerset,
now. Right
coming
from the
on.
start, really, actually.
Yes. coming on.
Yeah, they're more frequent updates now, whereas before I just pop down now and then. But as the work's progressing, it's worth
Yes.
documenting it. And
Yes,
I'm
it is.
hoping,
Yes.
guys, in a couple of years' time, I'll be able to film it. I won't be there for opening day because it'll be too busy
Yeah,
for
it
me.
will
But
be.
in time to come,
Be
film
great
it,
to
go
walk
on
on it.
there. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, and then after that, I popped round. I did a walk up to where Dwight D. Eisenhower
Right.
camped for the. It's up on top of sort of Worlbury, Western Woods, Worlbury Woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he camped up there in preparation for the D-Day landings.
Brilliant.
Um,
Brilliant.
Yeah,
That sounds
up by the old water tower up there, which is sort of down near enough down to the hill fort. There's a big hill fort there, and it was a lovely walk down some ancient steps back down into Hewstoke
Yes.
that the monks
Yes.
built. So that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, what have you been up to for
Well,
my
I've got-
guys?
Portishead coming up again.
Yeah.
I did Portishead about 18 months ago looking at the line reopening, so I showed how it was then. They've done lots of work to get the site ready in Portishead and where the new station's going to be, and at Pill, because Pill is reopening as
Yeah,
well.
Pill is. Yeah.
So I'm hoping to be back there in the next couple of weeks to do a video on that. I hope to be back on the Geopark Way again soon, and I want to do a couple of coastal things, probably in Dorset, around Studland, and also in North Cornwall. So,
And you might do a coastal one with me.
yeah, and yes, also
Yeah.
a collab with Darren in North Somerset.
Yeah.
Yeah, St Thomas Head.
St Thomas Head. Yeah, I've done a couple of
Yeah.
videos on it before, but it'd be nice to have your take on it,
Yeah,
Paul.
so I've
you
not
know,
been there before. So
because
that
Paul
would be
does
good.
amazing research. As you know, I don't do so much research, but I think you'll find it really interesting as well.
Yeah,
And it's just a beautiful walk on a day like this. It is stunning.
yeah,
All along the coast,
yeah.
pretty flat,
Yeah.
but a few ups and downs. But yeah, beautiful little Middle Hope Cove. So that's something we could
Yeah,
do.
definitely.
You know.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we'll do some on the Mendips.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always up for that.
Excellent. Thank you very much for watching today here on West Country Wanderings and
Yeah.
on Somerset Man Walking.
Yeah,
as
thanks,
well.
guys.
Brilliant. Yes. Thank you to Darren. Yeah, for coming
Yeah,
today. Because
been good.
I wouldn't want to do that on my own, I must admit, because with tunnels, you can trip up in the middle
yeah.
of it. It's a bit. You're not going to
Yeah,
get
it's the
signal.
sort of thing that you really need somebody else with you to help you
Yeah.
out if you get into trouble.
Definitely.
Um,
definitely.
But apart from stinging nettles and muddy patches, it wasn't too bad today.
No.
But
right.
no, it's always good for something like that because you
Yeah.
never know, you know. You might get an old brick fall out, and if you're underneath it,
Exactly.
it'd be 101,
Knocks you
well, 1,001 chance,
Yeah.
1,000,001 chance, but knocks you out, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Nothing you
that's
can
true.
do.
No, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah,
See you all
thank
again
you,
soon.
Paul.
Thanks for watching.
So yeah,
Cheers.
thanks for watching,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.